Back, guys. We're back. I told you that we would be back. A little bit longer pause, longer break than expected. And obviously, I had my dinner and things. In compensation, well, we'll be doing a few 1v1s. Not sure if I'll do team games. We'll see. Perhaps, yeah, I'll do like one or two closing team games. But what might happen is that during the session, I might do a break. And then I'll be returning after the break. Well, I might take at least some 20, 30 minutes, some half hour, yeah. Half an hour you can expect that. But then I'll be returning probably for a few more 1v1s or team games depending on the context. So for now we're going to play 1v1s. Yeah. Uh, Let's go for that. I'm going to keep with, well, we'll start with the Civ and then I'll see if we need to change. As usual, I've been kind of semi-busy. And let's see, tomorrow. Tomorrow I don't know, but by Friday I'll be returning. Friday, yeah, you'll surely have streams, so um, potentially a team game session and perhaps a few 1v1s. That's what I plan. But for tomorrow, I don't know. For tomorrow, really, it's uncertain. Uh, Playing with Spanish in this map. I don't feel like playing with the Spanish here. I'll play with the Romans, for example. Yeah, let's play with the Romans.
Edifico.
See? Because usually the micro requirements are lesser for Romans. You can start your man-at-arms things, and with that, it might be good. But not the best start. But I don't usually play Romans with this map. With Romans in this map. And it's been quite some time that I haven't played with Romans.
Salve.
Where our huntables are, nice. Some berries as well.
Impera.
Okay, that's two. 2 sheep for us. Doors should be on the other sides. Choose here.
Prontus.
First door, we found it.
Eus.
7 for sheep.
Colligo.
And we have another board. Alright.
Salve. Eus.
Impera. Venor.
Salve. Venor.
Salve. Eus. Confestim faciam. Edifico. Prontus. Eus.
That was not very smart from him.
Salve. Confestim faciam.
He lost his scout.
Prontus. Salve. Recte.
Impera.
Salve. Recte.
Now that doesn't mean that he will not be dangerous. Of course he can be dangerous.
Impera.
Impera.
players who go for
Salve.
that kind of thing.
Edifico.
Eus.
No, not yet.
Facem.
Eus.
I need to think very
Salve.
carefully.
Impera. Lignor. Edifico. Eus. Edifico. Pronto. Edifico.
Search this.
Salve. Prontus.
Lignor. Venor. Pronto.
And as the villagers work a little bit faster, I'm already preparing for that.
Impera. Salve.
See?
Rette.
So by the time the boar is fully depleted,
Salve. Colligo. Salve.
our villagers will be ready
Pronto.
to assist this guy.
Salve. Salve. Recte. Impera. Recte. Confestim facem. Recte.
Oops. There you go. And it's time to get our gold as well. Let's explore the map.
Salve. Edifico.
But the Mayans do get an extra villager.
Eus.
That is their gimmick. They also have less food decay compared to Romans. I mean, they don't have as...
Impera.
They have less food decay compared to other civs and a little bit less compared to Romans because Romans gather 5% faster.
Eus.
But it's just a little bit.
Pronto.
Nothing that
Impera. Eus.
significant. Well, that's his... Hey, he did his thing, right?
Edifico. Impera.
Impera.
Colligo.
Prontus. Confestim faciam. Eo. Salve. Confestim
Yeah.
faciam. Eus. Confestim faciam. Lignor. Salve.
It was funny.
Eus.
That was funny because I was not expecting him to get my scout as well.
Eo. Salve. Lignor.
Tit for tat. It was tit for tat.
Salve.
Wonderful.
Edifico.
Salve.
Some of those cute gamer moments that obviously we appreciate.
Salve. Salve. Confestim facem. Lignor.
Prontus. Confestim faciam. Edifico.
Eus. Confestim facem.
There is something we should do.
Salve. Pronto. Salve. Confestim facem. Colligo. Edifico.
Salve.
Impera. Lignor.
Eus. Recte. Confestim faciam.
Eus. Venor. Venor. Impera. Prontus. Venor.
Impera. Lignor. Lignor. Salve. Edifico.
Salve, recte.
Salve. Lignor. Confestim facem.
I mean, I'm not exactly
Edifico. Lignor.
a very strong pro in this kind of strategy, but I'm
Edifico.
rehearsing it.
Tibi Sergio. Impera. Salveo.
Impera. Prontus. Podio.
Eus.
Eus. Recte. Colligo.
Tibi Sergio.
Let's see, well, we'll need
Confestim
a
facem.
few more things.
Tibi Sergio. Peo. Recte.
Oof!
Salve, recte. Tibi Sergio.
Good, good, good. We have something here, that's good.
Pronto. Venor. Venor.
Salve.
Impera.
Ah, keep moving, keep moving.
Salveo. Peo.
Keep moving.
Prontus. Confestim faciam. Edifico.
Tibi Sergio. Pareo.
Keep moving.
Recte. Pareo. Pareo.
We need to go after them.
Pareo.
Lignor.
Yes.
Edifico.
Impera. Salve.
Oh, men-at-arms. He's opening with men-at-arms. I don't think that's smart.
Impera. Recte. Tibi Sergio.
I really don't think that's smart.
Lignor. Edifico.
Tibi Sergio. Recte. Pareo.
He fully vault. Wow.
Pareo.
Wow.
Pario. Parec. Imperario. Salve. Parec. Ad arma. Ad arma. Ad pugnam. Pugnemus. Ad pugnam. Ad arma. Rec.
Disgusting.
Pronto. Impera. Edifico. Salve. Recte. Salve.
Impera. Edifico. Prontus.
Impera. Edifico.
Impera. Tibi servio. Pugnemus. Salve. Pario. Pario.
Salve. Edifico. Eos. Pronto. Recte. Edifico. Salve. Confestim facem. Confestim facem. Recte. Edifico. Pronto. Colligo.
Tibi servio. Salve. Recte. Recte.
Eus. Salve. Confestim recte. Recte.
Salve. Impera. Edifico. Salve. Confestim faciam. Prontus.
Salve. Salve. Impera. Salve. Colligo. Recte.
Salve.
Confestim facem.
Impera. Recte.
Eus.
Confestim
Impera.
faciam.
Salve. Salve. Confestim facem. Impera.
Eo.
Prontus. Edifico. Eus. Salve. Impera. Edifico. Edifico. Prontus. Eo. Salve. Eus.
Eo. Salve.
Impera. Eus.
Recte. Impera.
Prontus.
Salve.
Tibi servio.
I cannot micro my units. This guy is making me
Salve.
a nightmare.
Edifico.
What the heck is this?
Edifico. Confestim facem. Prontus. Salve. Eus. Lignor. Lignor. Eus. Salve. Confestim facem.
I don't care.
Salve.
I need skirms.
Pronto. Recte. Confestim facem. Edifico. Confestim facem.
Impero.
Salve. Lignor. Colligo.
Prontus. Fodio.
Salve. Confest recte. Lignor.
Salve. Lignor.
Pronto. Salve.
This guy is a smurf.
Impera.
He's good.
Lignor.
Salve. Salve. Lignor.
Eus.
We're not going to have it easy.
Edifico.
Salve.
Edifico. Confestim facem. Salve. Edifico. Salve. Edifico. Prontus. Colligo.
He's racing.
Salve.
Colligo.
He's racing to Castle Age, and that's the problem. We cannot fight that.
Confestim facem.
His economy is insane. This guy is a good smurf account.
Tibi servio.
Already fletching. I don't have that.
Colligo. Contraete.
Impera. Colligo. Salve. Confestim facem.
There is one thing we should do, and that is this.
Eus. Edifico.
Impera.
Our farms are bad because, you know,
Impera. Edifico.
Prontus.
Eus. Confestim faciam.
Salve.
Salve.
Prontus. Fodio.
Eus. Confestim facem. Lignor. Salve. Recte.
Tibi servio.
this guy is just Houdini,
Salve.
Salve.
forcing our echo to idle.
Impera.
Tibi servio.
Salve.
Like, what is this?
Confestim facem.
Salve. Recte.
Impera.
Impero. Ad arma. Pario. Pario.
And he even managed to shoot at our.
Eus. Recte.
What the-
Edifico.
Prontus. Impera. Edifico.
Tibi servio. Recteo.
Pronto.
This game is over.
Salve.
He's playing by a certain gimmick sieve, and no matter what I do, it's irrelevant.
Tibi servio. Recte. Peo. Pario. Pario. Recteo. Pario. Recte. Pugnemus. Pario. Ad pugnam. Recte. Ad arma. Recte. Pugnemus. Recte. Ad arma. Peo. Ad pugnam. Recte. Recte.
Eus. Edifico.
Salve.
Eus. Edifico.
Tibi servio. Recte.
Pronto. Colligo. Edifico.
Fortunately,
Impera. Recte. Edifico.
he cancelled our economy
Pario.
for a very long time.
Impera. Edifico.
Eus. Confestim facem. Colligo.
And as a result, we're kind of
Tibi servio.
stopped from attacking.
Salve. Recte.
Eus. Salve. Eo. Lignor.
Recte. Recte.
Of course, he's doing archers. He doesn't need to do food upgrades. I have to forcefully do food upgrades. I need to use food to make skirmishers. He doesn't.
Tibi Servio. Pario. Recte.
I'm not sure who he is, but
Recte. Recte. Ad pugnam. Recte. Ad arma. Ad pugnam. Repario.
good.
Ad arma. Pugnemus. Ad pugnam. Ad arma. Pugnemus. Ad pugnam. Recte. Ad arma. Recte. Pugnemus. Recte.
Some annoyance.
Pugnam.
Prontus. Salve.
Talking about annoyance.
Edifico.
Edifico.
Tibi Servio. Ad arma.
He wants to go fast castle, evidently.
Recte. Impera. Peo. Tibi Recte. Salveo.
Prontus. Salve. Edifico. Eus. Edifico.
Impera.
Tibi Servio. Recte. Recte.
Impera.
Impera.
Of course you would do that.
Salve. Recte. Tibi Servio.
Salve. Confestim faciam.
Salve. Salve.
What the?
Confestim faciam. Impera.
Don't tell me that this is open again.
Pronto. Confestim faciam.
It feels like it's open.
Edifico. Salve. Edifico.
Impera. Recte. Salve. Pario.
Eus. Salve. Edifico.
Eus. Edifico.
Impera.
We need to keep a watch on him.
Recte. Tibi Servio. Salveo. Ad pugnam. Reo. Ad arma. Recte. Pugnemus. Recte. Impera. Salve.
Oh, that's a Smurf copy pasta. This is a Smurf copy pasta.
Edifico.
Pronto. Edifico.
Salveo.
Eus. Edifico.
This is a Smurf copy pasta.
Salve.
Prontus.
Edifico.
Salve. Tibi Servio.
Impera.
Impera. Recte. Tibi Servio. Salve. Recte. Pario. Repario. Recte. Impera. Recte. Ad pugnam. Recte. Pugnemus.
Eus. Impera.
Ad pugnam. Recte. Ad arma. Ad pugnam. Recte. Ad arma. Pugnemus. Recte. Recte. Salve. Tibi Servio.
Salve.
Pronto.
This guy is just
Salve.
Recte. Ad pugnam.
okay, Smurf.
Pario.
Impera.
Edifico.
Oh,
Salario.
it's a Smurf. And if it's a Smurf, we cannot play.
Salve. Salve.
Pugnemus. Recte. Ad arma. Pario. Ad arma. Recteo. Pugnemus. Recte. Peo.
There is still a way to play this game,
Edifico.
Tibi
but extremely complicated against these gimmick civs.
Recte. Salve. Pario. Ad arma. Recte.
See, he's having fun. It's
Salve. Recte. Pario. Salve. Impera. Tibi Recte. Impera. Salve. Peo. Reo. Ad pugnam. Recte. Pugnemus. Repario. Ad arma.
my god, this just a disgusting guy.
Tibi Servio. Ad pugnam.
He's got squires already. His crossbows is moving like at light speed.
Ad pugnam.
I hate these guys.
Impera. Ad arma.
How is the crossbow moving faster than my... It's not... This is stupid, man.
Pugnemus. Ad pugnam.
Well, it's not a problem.
Impera.
I will recreate something else.
Prontus.
I have gold problems, I have echo problems. My god, what is this? This kind of shit.
Eus. Confeste. Recte. Salve.
Disgusting, man. This guy is disgusting.
Confestim faciam. Edifico.
Salve. Ad arma. Recte.
Like, he's sniping me or what?
Ad pugnam. Recte. Pareo. Salve. Recte. Pugnemus. Ad arma. Recte. Ad pugnam. Pugnemus.
The,
Recte. Impareo.
like, it's Houdini. This guy is Houdini. I cannot do shit.
Salve. Recte.
It's a freaking Indian Smurf account. Fuck you. Smurf. That's it. You're a 2K player. I spot you. I forget that when I'm playing, when Timur is playing, I also lose games 19% of the times. You know, unlike you guys. You guys must be some anointed persons, because when you play, you don't lose, and when I play, I lose. There must be some kind of match fixing. This is stupid, man.
Salve. Lignor.
Indian Smurf. It's impossible. This guy like match fixing games. What the fuck?
Eus.
Eus. Confestim faciam.
He's like, hey, I won the game because I'm Smurf. I'm 2K Smurf, you're not. Like, what? How do you defeat a Smurf? Oh, well, I know. You can't. Exactly. I can't do armors, I can't do shit. Not interested. Match fix game. Not interested. It's a match fix game, and it's not a game I'm interested to play. So obviously a Smurf account from India. Let's report him. And you know, I do audit the accounts because, you know, I see some 1500 players playing against shit, and I see people like me who are obviously being hammered on purpose, you know, as punitive measure. And one of the things you cannot say is that I complain. Of course I complain about match fixing, because my games are match fixed. Not everybody games. My games are deliberately match fixed. I got myself an Indian Smurf account, a 2K Predator or a 2.5K Predator, who is obviously match fixing my games. So, Indian Smurf account, match fixed game. And we keep documenting, guys, because you like to make me look like an idiot with your troll accounts. I will expose them and I'll keep making videos about it because I'm against that shit, you know. I play games because I don't match fix games. I play games out of pure willingness to show my skills. I don't play games to cancel other people. And when I see people who come on my streams, they either are stream sniping, canceling me, or they are doing their dirty work, you know. I don't see people who are coming to value the effort I do, and especially the tremendous effort it takes to defeat these match fixing accounts. These people who are coming into your games to predate on you. So of course I'm going to ban him. I might be the only person doing this, but I will do it. And if you guys don't do it, well, there still is me doing it. You know, the fact that I do these things and you don't is already an explanation that something is wrong in the community, you know? Because I don't think it's fair for me to fight a 2.9K player who is deliberately match fixing my games. And if you don't think it's a 2.9K player, well, we'll just look at Indian. You know, it was an Indian account. So what do? I obviously expose you this, and we're going to show that it is, Indian accounts. We're going to look at that. Yeah, the flag takes billions of years to look, but that doesn't mean I will not be looking at it. I'm not a little scum. Let's see. We'll find him, even if it takes me billions of years. India. 5,000 players in India. Or better, 5,000 accounts in India. And now let's put ratings on top. Look at that! We have 2.7k players from India. 2.3k players. I guarantee you that it's one of those 8 players that was match fixing my games. So we had a 2.8k clown fighting us. And I put that, so 2.8 clown against me, against non-smurf. Match fixed. I said, if I see accounts like that, and what I've seen in game, that was a 2.8k clown. Simple. And the fact that he was calling himself Viper, means that he was a clown. Because not only you're not Viper, but the fact that you need to call yourself that, it's, a disservice to players who are playing this game in a non-dirty way. I mean, how many dirty players do we have in AoE2? People who match fix their games and their friends' games. How many do we have? I bet they're the majority. I believe that we have very few people who, like me, do not come here because of social capital, because of the friends of the amigos they have, and because of friends queuing in darkness. I believe that we're the minority of players here. I understand, people who are used to dirt, they never seen anything else. I keep playing with this. I did the right call by exiting. The game was match fixed. And I will tell you, the game is match fixed, and I leave the game. If you like to match fix the games, I don't give a fuck. You're just a piece of shit. I will just keep exposing it, and I'll make a video. By the way, I have more Smurf exposure videos. These people are like junkies, unfortunately. And it's sick. It's sick what they do. And you want to make me look bad, but the result is I don't care if my elo goes to 0. I'm not match fixing people's games. And I expose that there are people making money at the expense of canceling players in this game. There are people who are playing AoE2 to specifically target players like me. And I believe that this is also a player who did that, You're not going to pick Turks because you want to pick Turks. That's a toxic pick for this kind of map. In low elos, you obviously know that he wants to.
Agora. Presto. Buscar.
It's not fair, I tell you, to force game picks of 2.9k clowns against 800, 900, 100 zero elo players. It's not. And it's certainly not fair if you need to gatekeep certain players or even cancel them down. And I really do think that there is a targeted harassment policy here where certain people are systematically targeted. You just have to see certain Discord circles and the shit they say about other players. And it's bad. It's bad that your only answers are, it's okay. It's not okay, but I tell you, clowns. But I'm not going to watch 2K players, I'm not going to watch those tournaments, and I'm not going to watch those people because they know very well they're gatekeeping and they're canceling players like me. They just don't think that people are not knowing it. Of course they know it. And personally, I'm disgusted by that. I know that they do it to provoke me, to to make me look bad, because it's good to make Timur look, oh, look, Timur has 0 elo. That means he plays bad, right? Good equals good elo, bad equals bad elo. So if you play little elo, it's bad, bad elo, bad play, right? But it's not like that. We're not toddlers, and we already know that the championships are match fixed, and especially my games, because sometimes I see medium elo players and the games are a shit show. I think that yes, some people have, you know, they pre-set up their games. When they're going online and when they're streaming, they already have people queuing with them, and it's that dirty. Because how then do you explain that some players like me only get losses and very few wins, and some players only get wins? There's something, you know? There's dirty stuff happening. And I bet a lot of you do know what's happening. But, you know, cowardice and corruption stops some people to say what's going on. You know, because I come from an era where people who play this video game, they play it for skill. They don't play because they have friends gatekeeping or match fixing elos. And they're not too cowards to the point of canceling other players. You know, I come from that era, and I'm sorry if you didn't come from that era, if you don't, if you're never born in such times. You know, if you're used to see shit, that doesn't mean shit always happened. But I tell you, things were not like that. So it already is a stain on you guys that thinks that things have always been like that. That was not the case. You know, I come from an era where people who are gatekeeping and cheating, they should be simply ousted from the game. That's it. Period. You're match fixing, you're caught red-handed, your main accounts need to be banned. And I don't care if you're 2.9k, you're out. That's it. And your account's taken down. You like to screw other people because they were not playing this game 5 years or 10 years ago? You're a coward. You deserve to be out. I mean, we all need to have people competing. If you need to cancel competition, you're a piece of shit. So I say these words because that's exactly what I feel about it. And if you don't feel this way, it means that you're part of the problem, or you never played video games in your life, or you only play them with your friends when they're online, which is the same. That's one thing. I don't accept curated opinions or opinions from people who refuse to take accountability for the shit they're doing onto others. If I play bad, I don't care. I mean, I cannot play good against someone who's match fixing my games, right? So I'll just start to torch and delete my walls and do those things because you don't give me fair games, and I said that the premise is that this game needs to target specific people like me. You know, I cannot... I will play the victim. Well, I don't give a fuck. Because you force me to play a role that is match fixed. So yeah, I play a complaining. Because I know that in a functional video game, accounts who are match fixing should be banned. But you know, it's this. You know that this community is at a loss when you consider that smurfing is just normal. You know, it's not normal. I go into other video games and people honestly tell me that smurfing is a cancer. And people who are using smurf accounts, they just, you know, especially to gatekeep elos and everything, they should just be out of the game. Nothing else. It's not up to debate. The fact that you put something that is not even to debate is already stupid. Man, like wake up when you're coming with things like Smurf accounts are not a problem. Of course they are.
Voy. Agora. Excavar.
I want the game to be played by people, not by you know, little scummies. I want the game to be played by people who are not gatekeeping heroes, who are playing this game out of passion and interest, not little scums. Is that too difficult to ask? Is it impossible? Am I asking an algebraic problem that is too complicated? Some people are just and then you say, yeah, you're overreacting. Dude, I'm not overreacting when I'm stating the truth. You are the ones who are hiding it, you know, because if you like to cancel others, yeah, it's disgusting. So yeah, when I say when you defeat me, you're a smurf. Yeah, well, that's always what has been happening, and I'm not going to stop say that. I won't stop saying it just because I find a non-smurf account once in a blue moon. That does mean I'm not finding smurf accounts every single time otherwise, which is exactly what I'm finding.
Sí, sí, a ellos. Degrado. Guerra. Presto. Agora. Excavar. Construir. Mande. Construir.
Presta. Mande.
Mande. Sí.
Servidora.
Construir. Servidor. Degrado. Talar. Presto. Voy. Plazme.
No, I forgot too.
Agora. Voy. Degrado.
I didn't know about those.
Construir.
Yeah, well, forget. I mean, I've been smurfed, mega smurfed in the previous game, and this guy probably is also one. And even if he isn't, my gaming experience has already been conditioned by the fact that the previous player was a smurf. You know, so it already changes how you will game. Because do you think I will max play after being mega smurfed in the previous game? I mean, you're living...
Servidor. Construir. Mande. Degrado. Plazme. Construir. Ah!
15 minutes castle age. I spot a smurf account by that. This is the reason.
Don't point that thing at me.
This is the reason. Account. Fast castle. Arena. In low you lose. 15 minutes. That's no. Just no. So you see, I have integrity when I see players who are
Presta. Agora.
Presto. Agora.
stupid, man. This guy is just stupid.
Santiago.
Don't make army, bro. Yeah, well.
A ellos.
You're not my bro. Match fixer. Get out. Reported. I refuse to play. I refuse to play, man. I don't care if you put my elo to 0. I'm a fucking martyr. You're just match fixers. You're paid by your Discord friends, and I'll keep reporting it. And I'll keep making YouTube videos about it. And in the end, I will win because I'm the one who's right. I'm not match fixing people's games. You know, everybody in AoE 2, you might look me the other way, but I have integrity. I'm not a piece of shit like you. I'm not a piece of shit. I'm not making other people look like shit. You want to make me, you're throwing me mud with your Smurf scum attacks. It only makes you look bad. I am the one who stands strong. because you can make me 50 games in a row mega smurfed. I don't care. I will keep complaining. I will keep posting those Smurf accounts, and I already will have two Smurf accounts already in this session, and I don't mind if I count 5 or 8. I will put them out there. I will put them on YouTube, and we will track which each of the people behind those Smurf accounts. So you want to come? You want to be an idiot? I'll get you. No, like you say, I'm the Smurf police. So be it. I'm going to get you one by one. You want to make me look bad? Dude, you have zero effect. I will just keep saying here. So for example, the previous guy, the previous UK Smurf. Let's see what is this stupid account. Okay, we'll look at this account in AW2 Insights. That's what I do. I look at accounts, I investigate. I look at the dirtbags. You guys are paid to match fix my games, and I'm not paid to look at the accounts who are match fixing this game and canceling people like me. I already have here the proof that it is a Smurf account. He only plays with Turks in Arena of Turks and Franks, always the single Turks, Turks, Turks. This is a dirtbag account. So UK Smurf, match fix game, and I'll put ×2 because it's the second game match fixed in a row. Congratulations, AW2 community, for allowing match fixers to ruin people's games. Because we like to have 2.9k players trolling players like me, specifically like me, some people have friends and some people are just targeted by others. It's okay. It's totally okay to spam an account and just target me, with this scumbag account, Turks, 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 nothing else, Turks, Turks, Turks. Look at this. Look at this. Don't you think this is ridiculous? If you think this is not ridiculous, you are ridicule yourself. And he always plays Turks, match fixing people's games. No wonder we cannot rise on ELOs. No wonder we're stuck at 9 ELO, right? Or 1 ELO. No wonder. And you guys are okay in your 1400 ELOs. Yeah, no wonder. We're fine. I mean, it's inequality, right? The game is built on inequality. You're born on the underclass and they are born on the upper class, and you're shit and they're good, right? And we have to accept things as they are. And we cannot change things because it was like this 10 years ago. It is like this, and it has to be continuing like this. It cannot change. Cannot change. Cannot change things. We only have Timor complaining, right? It's always about Timor. Always about me. It's never about fighting these scumbags. And by the way, who are these 1v1s match fixers from the UK? Let's look at UK players. United Kingdom. Where is it? It's important that we track the top players because I will hold the top players of each country accountable for each of this match fixing. Because unless proven country, I assume that it's a top player from the country who is match fixing me. I have here the countries: United Kingdom. It's always about targeting me. I know that when I go for AW2, there's always a bunch of idiots who likes to target me and take me down. The 2.9k dudes, they get triggered and they need to target me down as hard as possible. They're little scummies, and I'm not surprised, you know. So who could it be this time? Is it Lewis? Was it Lewis? Was it you? Was it you were smurfing in your account to just match fix me and make me look like shit with your Turks play? Was it? Or was it something else? Maybe it was you, but it was a 2K dude. I'm freaking forced to listen to shit. But so either of you 2K dudes were smurfing me. You're hiding, lurking in the shadows perhaps. But none of you can cowardly step away from your shadows and say, "Oh, it's me." You know, you cannot do that because you're cowards. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you because you are not you need to cancel players who were not here 10 years ago, and you need to say that everybody else who is not your little pals is shit. And I'm going to here and take you down. I'm taking you down one by one if that's the case. I don't mind. Let the whole thing burn. If this whole thing has to burn, we will burn the whole thing, and I won't feel sorry about it because if it's only about you having privileges and me being shitted by you and nothing else, then I would rather burn the whole place down. You know, it's like you're making an arc where everybody else is a hero and I'm the villain. In that case, I'm proud to be the villain because when a person is systematically the villain, chances are he's not. And I'm the only person in this game that has a clear stance that says every Smurf account needs to be taken down in 1v1s. You're Smurf, you're out. I go in Valorant, Smurf accounts are banned. I go in like Marvel Rivals, I go in others, everybody complains Smurf accounts and they're taking down Smurf accounts. You go into Steam, they take down Smurf accounts. But you freaking go into the corrupt AoE2 ecosystem and it's okay to have Smurf accounts targeting me the whole time. Like freaking cowards, man. You're freaking cowards. And you're hiding like rats in your streams knowing that this is exactly what's happening. You're targeting me down to make me look like an example to see. Yeah, we're targeting this one down. You have failed because I'm standing here and complaining every single thing. I will be saying every single time, I don't like rats using the computers to troll other people's games. I don't like scumbags who are canceling others and using internet and these games as a free Wild West to bully others. And you are target. I feel that each time I get smurfed, I'm targeted by a scumbag. And they're cowards because they do not appear. They don't say, "Yeah, my min account is 2.8k." There is no difference in these people. They're not people. They're cockroaches. So I'm sorry that like I'm playing. Unfortunately, when I play against a lot of these AoE2 players, they're cockroaches. They don't come here on the game to have a fair play. They just come here to cancel everybody else. They treat AoE2 like uh, a school bullying high ground. So I will not put this. I'm tired of you shit guys. So just chatting. You know, I don't care about you. I don't care about the ecosystem. I don't care about the people who are tired about me. I don't freaking care about you fucking all pieces of shit. I just clown match fixing, clown bullying match fixing, and I'll keep complaining against match fixing and corruption. You know, you like to corrupt my games, so fuck you. Somebody's probably even paying you to do that, you know, because the hate they have against me is so great that don't mind to receive a few thousand dollars to get a few more shit done, right? I bet if we'd open the bank account statements of many of these players, we'd find out who is getting money to smurf and to cancel others. You know, because when I see other players, some players are obviously much more smurfed than others, and I'm on the top of the list. It's easy to figure out that there's a lot of dirty players, and I will keep complaining about that. If you take me down, it's only a confirmation that all I've been saying is mega true. Because, you know, in a world of censorship, if you take away a voice, it means that everything he has been saying is true. You cannot change it. The moment a very smart ass decides to just take away like my account, it is only a confirmation that extreme corruption is taking place in the game. So please do it. And it will be a confirmation that I'm right. Every single person will know that. If my account is taken down, just because of the complaints against the Smurf accounts or something, it is a confirmation the ecosystem of AoE2 is irreversibly corrupt. And we don't have players who are playing this game to have some fun, to do it in a sportlish manner. Now, it's on you. I refuse to associate with these people who like to match fix other games. And I talked about this match fixing issue. So Ou também qualquer coisa, estás só a tossir, tens de tomar alguma coisa, não é só estar aí a tossir, toma algum xarope. Acho que. I was being interrupted, as usual. I also have other obstacles besides these pieces of shit. So look at that, and it's serious, because I know that they're targeting me down. Each time I play this game, they're playing me to bully me out. It's literally a get out of this ecosystem, and I can't say how disgusting that is. I can play the game I want. If I like the game, you cannot push me out. And I say it's wrong to have people who are playing this game to cancel certain people. And I'm being cancelled, obviously. I fought already before the session. I fought 2 or 3 Smurf accounts. And if you add the more 2 Smurf accounts, that's 5 already. I have 5 freaking Smurf accounts who like to match fix my games because they're either paid to do that, because they're trash, or because they're okay in targeting me down. And I don't like that this happens. I mean, I don't think any player in good faith likes to have its games match fixed. You say it's entertainment. No, it's not entertainment. I cannot reasonably say I'm creating entertainment if I'm match fixing people's games and canceling others. That's not entertainment. Like we need some clear rules. Now, I'm completely against that. And I would like the day where when people are playing a game and somebody says this is a Smurf account, we have people revolting and taking the streets, so to say, in the game and coming and say that that account needs to be taken down. I'd like to see the day where when we're playing online, especially a person streaming, and say, okay, that's a Smurf account, and that account is immediately taken live. Not the other way around. Because right now we might have even the worst situation, which is you complain that an account is smurfing and you're the one who is taken down. Well, that is only a confirmation that of the problem's severity. And it's bad. It's bad that this happens. I don't like it. I want to play a game freely and not be a slave. You know, I'm not a slave to other people. When I come here and I want to play, I don't want to face a 2,900 player who is going to cancel me down to force an artificial win rate. That's not how you play. Because in this game you have people who are 1,500 or 1,600 and they get mediocre games. They get easy opponents compared to the opponents I get. And I see them like rising and going up no problem. There's obviously social connection aspect. And in my case, I systematically get trashed down. So you know that there's discrepancy and there's inequality. But it's an inequality that is not justified by skill. There is match fixing. I've already said that, so it's not anything new what I'm saying. I mean, me and other gamers, other honest gamers, are complaining. Maybe not in this particular game, but we're complaining in all other games that smurfing is just a cancer in the internet, and that players are systematically cancelled and taken down. Like, is that normal? No, no, that's freaking not normal. So I will keep complaining about that. I want to see a situation where people say, this guy is a smurf, this guy's a match fixer, call him straight and clear, and this is the kind of thing we need to see on the internet. And not people running away and scrambling and pretending that the issue is not theirs. A little bit more decency, right? Because you guys who are playing behind computers, uh, you should know that there should be some dignity, and you probably don't. You don't give a shit, some of you, unfortunately. And that's wrong. We have a very separate set of values. I believe that when we're playing, we have to play with integrity, not play like scummies. This is a problem. I might be speaking, in terms of my streams, like on my own and isolated, but I tell you one thing, you don't take me down.
¿Sí?
Degrado. Construir. Construir.
I don't need 2,000 people saying this is right in order for me to say something wrong is right.
Servidora.
If I see that something is wrong and I have 2,000 people saying it's right,
Buscar.
I will say it's wrong.
Presto. Buscar.
That's the level of seriousness I have. It is not entertaining. Well, I mean, if you cancel my own games, do you expect me to be like a clown? No, I won't. I would be the Joker. I'll be the Joker of your stupid rig system if that's the case. You're not having fun? Well, good, because I was not having fun under the previous rules. So I think it's okay if I crash your games, if I crash your curated ecosystems,
Presta.
because I was not having fun when everything was match fixed and I was trying to play and give my best. So now I'm not giving my best. Now I'm just exposing, and every time I see a clown, I will expose it.
Mande. ¿Sí?
You like me to see explode? Well, that's bad, because you shouldn't even make people explode. The simple fact that you like to see people explode is already a statement that you like bullying others.
Servidor.
Or the fact that you have no opinion about Smurf accounts, well, that's also a problem. Maybe you're not that smurfed in your elos. Sure. I mean, the problem is, it's not your problem. If it's not targeting you directly, it can target other people. It's totally fine. I mean, if we all would be smurfed in the same extent and measure, I think that you would understand, but since that smurfing only affects a few of us, and very intensely a few of us, it's natural that for you guys it means nothing.
Servidora. Construir. Presta. Buscar.
So how many smurf games I get in a row? 10. If I play 10, I get 10, right? So I'll keep saying those hashtags, bullying and scummies and that kind of thing. You don't like it? Well, nobody was telling me if I'd like to play against Smurf accounts.
Sí.
Cazar.
Nobody was telling me if I like that.
Presta. Agora. Construir.
I'm like forced to do a blackmail here, where if I want to play this game,
Servidora. Plus. Degrado.
I have to play against match
¿Sí?
fixers.
Voy. Agora. Degrado.
I cannot play against people who, like me, are trying to play this game.
Construir. Presta. Construir.
Mande.
And that's totally fine.
Mande. Sí. Talar. Servidora.
You know, it's not even about the types of games you like. Each time I see somebody complaining about a match-fixed game and Smurf accounts, that is a serious issue. And if it's unaddressed, it's even more serious.
Sí.
Mande.
Like, do you know how many Smurf accounts exist in this game? Thousands. Thousands.
Mande.
And you know what? The Smurf accounts in this game are owned by like a few hundred players. It's always the same group of players that owns these accounts.
Mande.
Presto.
And they always do one thing, like you might have a situation where suddenly I start winning so that it might look like you're not playing against Smurfs because you're winning. But the previous games before that were completely mega smurfed. Pay attention to like the things I say. Because they tell a lot about the rot that goes into this game.
Sí. Buscar.
And I'm personally sick that some people don't let me play the game I like to play.
Cazar.
And they decided to ruin this place like high school bullies and scumbags who have nothing else better to do in life than to cancel other people.
Cazar.
You're no different than people who, for example, in what concerns specific situations want to cancel other people professionally. You're no different than that shit. You think that the merit of the person depends on the numbers of years you've been seated in a particular workplace or not? What about opportunities? Did you have opportunity to work or not? Because if you hadn't, of course you cannot show your skills. Oh, you probably were there for a few months. Yeah, do you think that is a real opportunity? It's not.
Voy. Construir.
And I'm sick of the people who need to fabricate lies out of things that don't make sense. You know, I rant a lot, but I would rather rant than be a hypocrite.
Sí. Plasme. Construir. Servidora.
I tell you, we have...
Mande. Servidora. Plasme. Sí.
Ah,
Sí.
Degrado.
Servidora. Voy. Plasme. Degrado. Agora. Talar. Mande.
look at that. He's using the scouts and everything.
Plasme. Agora. Sí. Degrado.
And you know what's going to do?
Agora. Mande.
Servidor.
Degrado. Presta. Sí. Voy. Servidora. Agora. Plasme.
Presto. Presto.
Mande. Remendar. Talar.
Sí.
Presta. Agora. Buscar. Mande. Voy. Degrado.
Mande.
Servidora.
Presto. Santiago.
Presta. Construir.
Talar.
Servidora. Degrado.
Ridiculous. What this player was doing is
Construir.
not normal.
Sí.
Presta. Construir. Mande. Presta. Agora. Construir.
Mande. Degrado.
Mande.
Sí.
Sí. Degrado. Buscar.
Why some people like to play by this
Servidora.
this kind of annoyance?
Plasme. Sí. Construir. Servidora. Presta. Servidora. Degrado. Construir. Construir. Construir.
Mande. Construir. Mande. Voy. Presto. Voy.
Presi. Agora. Plas. Degrado. Buscar. Agora. Mande. Voy.
There's an issue here.
Buscar. Pres. Degrado. Agora. Buscar.
Sí. Degrado.
Servidora. Agora. Construir. Sí.
Construir.
Mande. Presla. Talar. Mande. Degrado. Construir. Sí. Construir. Mande. Construir.
Need to compensate for the
Sí. Plasme. Construir.
lost time.
Servidora. Sí. Construir. Mande. Degrado. Agora. Servidora. Buscar. Mande. Buscar. Servidora. Degrado. Construir. Construir.
Mande. Agora.
Sí. Servidora.
This guy was a little bit aggressive for the usual thing.
Construir.
And I know I get Smurfs.
Presta. Construir.
Presto. Degrado. Degrado. Agora. Degrado.
Sí. Excavar. Degrado.
Sí. Agora. Degrado. Agora.
Servidora. Talar. Plazme.
Mande. Agora. Degrado. Sí. Degrado. Agora. Degrado. Agora.
Wow, you already walled and everything? This guy is Houdini. This guy is Houdini.
Agora. Construir.
Servidor. Presto. A ellos. Agora. Degrado. Guerra. ¡Eh! Mande. Sí. Mande. Agora. Degrado.
Sí. Degrado. Voy. Agora. Voy. Presta. Talar. Sí. Degrado. Presta.
Presto. Guerra.
Look me at that.
Mande.
He walled everything.
Mande. Agora. Excavar. Servidora. Degrado.
Sí. Santiago.
Mande.
Why is he doing that?
Construir. Presta. Construir. Servidora. Talar. Voy. Talar. Sí. Excavar. Construir.
Presto. Agora. Degrado.
Servidora. Talar. Construir. Mande. Buscar. Construir. Sí. Agora. Degrado. Talar.
Wood.
Mande. A ellos. Sí. Agora. Construir. Sí. Guerra. Presto. Degrado.
Looked like he was trolling me.
Excavar.
Mande. Voy. Plazme. Construir. Presta. Talar. Servidora. Degrado. Agora. Excavar. Sí. Servidora. Excavar.
Sí.
Presta. Excavar.
Servidora. Excavar.
Sí.
Excavar.
Mande. Agora. Servidora. Agora. Excavar.
Keep doing those
Presta.
things.
Voy. Construir. Sí. Degrado. Construir. Construir.
I
Mande.
think we're still open though.
Servidora. Mande. Plazme. Presta. Agora.
Might be still open.
Construir.
Of course we're open. How wouldn't we be
Sí.
not open?
Construir. Degrado. Agora. Servidora. Voy. Agora. Degrado.
We're close.
Excavar.
Finally.
Construir.
Mande. Excavar. Agora. Construir. Presta. Talar. Construir. Sí. Construir. Mande. Construir.
Presto. Degrado. Talar.
Should research more things, but
Excavar. Servidor. Agora. Degrado. Construir.
Sí. Servidora. Presta. Servidora.
not that one.
Presto. Agora. A ellos. Degrado. Agora. Santiago. Degrado.
Micro nerds.
Sí. Agora.
It's always about micro nerding your opponents.
Degrado.
Mande. Sí. Agora.
Mande. Degrado. Sí.
Servidora. Presta. Degrado.
Presto. Voy. Servidor. Mande. Sí. Degrado. A ellos. Sí.
Voy. De grado. Voy.
Mande. Santiago. A ellos. Mande.
Agora.
Presto. Sí.
De grado. Construir.
Servidor.
Construir. Mande. Construir. Sí. Construir. Presta. Servidora. Construir.
Presto. De grado. Agora. Construir.
Mande. Construir. Sí. Construir. Presta. Construir.
You cannot get in. You cannot get in.
Construir.
Mande.
Agora.
Servidor.
Cultivar. Excavar. Mande. Construir.
Sí.
Sí. Construir. Servidora. De grado. Presta.
How did he manage to get in?
Mande. Talar. De grado. Agora. Construir. Servidora. Construir. Sí. Cultivar. Presta. De grado. Agora.
What the?
Presto. Mande. Santiago.
Sí. Remendar. Servidora. Construir.
Presto.
Voy. Plazme.
Sí. Guerra. Presto. Santiago. De grado. Mande. Guerra. Santiago. Agora. Guerra.
Mande. Voy. Construir. Presta. Sí. Remendar. Presta. Mande. Servidora. Talar. Mande. Remendar.
Sí.
Talar. Excavar. De agora.
We need that.
Plasme. Construir.
Presto. De grado. Sí. De grado.
You're not going to get gold.
Santiago. De grado. Guerra. De grado. A ellos. De grado. Santiago. De grado. De grado. Presto.
I don't care. I'm going to do echo damage.
De grado. A ellos. Agora. Guerra. De grado. Santiago. Presto. Guerra. De grado. Mande. Sí. Presto. Mande. Sí. Santiago. De grado.
Get in. Get in. Get in.
De grado.
Finish them off.
De grado. A ellos. De grado. ¡Ey! Voy. De grado.
Excellent.
Guerra. De grado. De grado. A ellos. De grado. Santiago. De grado. De grado. Presto. De grado. De grado. Sí. Guerra. Santiago. De grado. Agora. Guerra. Santiago. Guerra. Santiago. De grado. De grado. Mande. Agora. Presto. Sí. Santiago. Mande. Guerra. De grado. De grado. Santiago. De grado. De grado. A ellos. Guerra.
Sí.
Excavar. Construir. Sí. De grado. De grado. Agora. A ellos. De grado. Santiago. Presto. Mande. Agora. De grado. De grado. De grado. De grado. Agora. De grado. Guerra. De grado. Santiago. Agora. De grado. Agora. Santiago. De grado. Guerra. De grado. Agora. A ellos. De grado. Agora. De grado.
You're dead.
De grado. Agora. A ellos. De grado.
Okay.
Presto. De grado. De grado. De grado.
He's putting faster horses.
Servidora. Sí.
I don't care.
Sí. Voy. De grado. De grado. Mande. Presto. Mande. De grado.
You think you're getting gold?
Mande. De grado.
He says I'm going to let you get gold.
Presto. Sí. De grado. Santiago. De grado. A ellos. Agora. Guerra. De grado. De grado. Sí. De grado. Sí. Santiago. Mande. Agora. Presto. De grado.
Let's see if we can get.
A ellos. Mande. De grado. Sí. Santiago. Guerra. Presto. Santiago.
You were lucky.
De grado. Mande.
You were lucky, that's
Sì,
it.
go.
Nothing else.
Presto. Sì. Mande. Presto. Go. Sì, degrado. Mande. Sì. Guerra. Mande. Agora. Presto. Mande.
Nope.
Presto. Agora. Sì, degrado. Agora. Degrado. Agora. Mande. Agora. Presto. Guerra. Santiago.
Servidora.
Oh my god, we need to make
Degrado. Construir.
town
Sí.
centers and
Construir.
farms.
Presta. Construir. Sí. Construir.
Sí. Guerra. Mande. Degrado. Sí. Degrado. Presto. Sí. Presto. Agora. Degrado. 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 Agora. A ellos. ¡Hey! Santiago. A ellos. Degrado. Guerra. Mande. Agora. Sí. Presto. Agora. Sí. Santiago. Presto. Degrado.
Let's see if we can target that.
Guerra. A ellos. Degrado. Santiago. Agora. ¡Hey! Degrado. A ellos. Agora. Degrado. Santiago. Agora. Guerra. A ellos. Santiago. Mande. ¡Hey! Presto. Degrado. Guerra. Degrado. ¡Hey! Degrado. Guerra. A ellos. Agora. Santiago. Mande. Degrado. Santiago. Mande.
Let's keep pushing.
Servidora. Construir.
Sí, presto. Degrado. Sí, presto. Agora. Mande. Agora. Degrado. Sí, degrado. A ellos. Degrado. Degrado. ¡Hey! Voy. Santiago. Guerra. Mande. Degrado. A ellos. Presto. Voy. Degrado. Voy. Sí, Santiago.
Lost.
Presto. ¡Hey! A ellos. Santiago. Mande. Guerra. Presto. ¡Hey! Sí. Guerra. Mande. Santiago. A ellos. Sí. A ellos. Guerra. Mande. Santiago. Presto. Guerra. Sí. Santiago. Presto. Mande. Degrado. Degrado. Sí. Agora.
Construir.
Presto. Degrado. Degrado. Mande. Degrado. Presto. Sí. Degrado. Degrado. Mande. Agora.
We need some upgrades.
Construir. Construir. Sí.
Construir.
Sí. Agora. Presto. Degrado. Agora. Mande. Degrado. Sí. Degrado. Presto. A ellos. Mande. Guerra. Presto. Mande. Degrado. Sí. Degrado. A ellos. Presto. Degrado. Mande. Agora. Sí. Degrado. Santiago. Degrado. ¡Hey! Voy. Degrado. Santiago. Voy. Guerra. Presto. Degrado. A ellos. Sí. Degrado. Mande. Voy. Sí. Presto. Degrado. Mande. Guerra. Sí. Voy. Mande. Degrado. Sí. Degrado.
Okay.
Voy. Presto. Degrado. Santiago. Sí. Voy.
Mande.
Mande. Degrado. Presto. Degrado. Sí. Agora. Mande. Degrado. Presto. Agora. Mande. Santiago. Sí. Degrado. A ellos. Presto. Agora. Mande. Agora. Presto. Degrado. Guerra. Agora. Degrado. Sí. Guerra.
Excellent.
Mande. Degrado. Santiago. Sí. A ellos. Mande. Guerra. Presto. Santiago. Sí.
Ah. This is a Smurf. You were mining outside like that. Smurf defeat is not written that way. Finger problem. And that's a Smurf being defeated. Sometimes I'm able to defeat these game counselors. Sometimes. And it shows off. But this is a very rare instance. Like most of the times it's the other way around. This is super rare. What is that? That's what you're doing, dude. That's what you're doing. This is a forbidden question. You don't ask what is a Smurf in RTS games. You just don't. The fact that you're playing RTS games already means you know what a Smurf or a Smurf account is. You must know what is win trading, what is elo boosting, what is a booster, what is a boosty. You need to know that. And I obviously ban those accounts. Because that's what I do. I detect a Smurf account and I flag him. Super weird that after all the hammering I was doing, he was not resigning. Not like a normal player, a starting or novice player would resign after what I was doing on the first town center, on that first big building. And the fact that he kept gaming like nothing was in itself a sign that this player is pretending to be something else. Like you can watch him. He responded very fast. It always was about, look, everything is perfect. These dudes are not Elo, they declare. This was like a 980 supposed Elo player, but what he's playing is top pro level. And I can look at that AOE2 Insights, that's where I look for Smurf accounts as well. I obviously always look at accounts that are suspicious. And even if they say the account is not suspicious, that is even a greater reason for me to look at it. You might notice a few things. He's using those things to explore. And what kind of low elo player would do that? What kind of starting AoE2 player in 900 elos would do this? Exactly. So you have a big Smurf in the game that was defeated. And I think this one was from the UK. You have here his account. I'll show it on the window. That's exactly what I do. It might look, yeah, he's got games and everything. Dude, he managed to get to 2000 ELO in team games. You don't get to 2000 ELO just by being a nice person. Obviously, this is a connected one. And I think, yes, he was smurfing. So that was the account. So I think this, usually when I defeat smurf accounts, I do something else. I do smurf, I put a hammer, generally a note like that. You'll see it on chat. And then smurf defeated. Because it's usually not expected for me to defeat a smurf account. But this time I did. And when that happens, usually what I do is I replay the game to showcase live that this game was an imposter. That the gamer here that I was fighting was a much higher skilled player who was using a low account to just match against me. Not necessarily to fight only me, but he was purposely fighting on the low elos to get himself easy wins. Garrisoning his villagers inside this structure called the town center in order to maximize the speed at which he gets the food from the elephant. Yeah, that is totally a new player, right? It's not a Smurf account. Let's try to see more evidences that this guy is not a Smurf account. He doesn't get himself housed, he's very careful. Well, kudos about that. And now goes for a military building. Barracks. I usually replay this. This is one of the things I do amongst my rants, is I only don't rant about a little bit of everything, kind of. I tend to show, if I defeat a Smurf account, each of the aspects within that game where he was defeated. And the reason is, you're not supposed, if you're a lower skilled player, to defeat a higher skilled player who is using an account on the low elos to fight you. getting the 2 elephants. He's not wasting any time, but I just wonder why he was doing certain things. I think he was too fast for that militia men-at-arms rush, and I find it is kind of strange. 19 population, but he's obviously delaying his uptime because you need to go to feudal age, and obviously you're still not in feudal. When you're producing those military units, you obviously will be delaying your uptimes to feudal age. I don't think it's a very common thing to do, but it was a choice. And 2 lumber camps. Well, tell me if having 2 lumber camps... no, 2, not just 2. I thought he had another lumber camp here. Just kidding. Then what did he do here? He's going forwards. The thing that rings sus for me at this stage was his exploration. This is my exploration. You know, kind of sketchy and always like that, but this dude is already going forward. And he has explored everything around him. Making a mill. Everything is following a strict build order from here. We can accelerate that. Now goes forward. He's going forward with his scout in order to find my base. Now, tell me what kind of beginner player is this sitting at 900 elos? Of course it's not. And here he was able to get my scout, I think. He got in. I mean, he did what he had to do in terms of getting in, but he also was very fast with the micro. So, again, what kind of new player would avoid himself dodging the town center? Quickly moves his militia away. He will lose those 2. My villagers were loomed. Loomed means that they had an armor, and that kind of armor kind of offers them a higher protection against enemy militia attacks. Going back and forth. I don't know what was his plan. And walling himself around. So he was buying time, I think. This is him. Wow. Like, really? I don't do these kinds of walls. I think doing these kinds of walls is so greedy. In an open map, you just don't do it. So what kind of non-smurf account would do this? I'm having already problems closing myself, and this guy, he goes for the biggest opening possible. Also, notice that he was first to feudal, in spite of his investment in men-at-arms and everything. So, what kind of new player would get himself on fast feudal before me? A non-smurf? Nope. What is most disturbing will come a little bit after. You'll see it. So he's going obviously for a long feudal play. He's kind of walled. He knows that for me, in order to come and hit him, I would need men-at-arms. I would need a lot of army, and my strategy was just fast castle. I would rather go fast castle and then start spamming my units. I mean, this part sounds more or less normal, but when it will come to castle age, you will see a few things from him that instantly show that this guy is a non-smurf. Excuse me, that this guy is a smurf account. That this guy is exactly not who he claims to be. Blacksmith and market. What? Trying to lure my... Why would you do that? Oh, look at this. He's attacking my zebras. Not only a Smurf, but a troll. Because why would you do this? He was trying to take down the huntables? What was that? Perhaps because he was hunting himself. No, he wasn't. Just doing those things. I don't think he knew what I was doing. No, he didn't know that I would be castle dropping him. And of course I was focusing his attention on the sound. Oh! Now he sees that I have a castle and it's protected. He cannot use his melee units to get in. See how quickly we'll react. An archery range already. Somehow he managed to get in, I don't know. Again, this guy gave me Houdini vibe magicians. He gave me vibes of a Houdini thing. We're doing 3 archery ranges. Tell me what kind of noob would do 3 archery ranges to counter my own army. And starting spamming cavalry archer units without any problems. And another town center. He is not panicking. A normal player would be panicking after that castle drop. And not only that, he's coming forward and trying to see if he can get an opening on my base with 2 scouts. A normal player should be panicking, and he's not. He's completely unbothered. Look at how fast he micros his CAs. Of course, I tried to snipe each of his villagers. Unfortunately, I was not able to take that one down. See how he's walled on every single side here. He made sure that I couldn't get in. And you tell me that is a noob? That this player is not 2k? His main account is 2k. Now I get in, I would do what I would normally do, which is getting villagers. Yes, he tries to snack on a few of my conks. I have scorpions and he's going to react appropriately. See? He didn't flinch, instantly went back. Like, you have some very quick reflexes, my friend. For a new player, you're very smart, you're very quick and agile. How is it? These are 900 elos. This is sub-professional kind of elos. How are we getting top professional players in these elos? That's why I tell you that the elo system in this game is just screwed beyond contempt. And who is telling you otherwise? Well, they're probably fixing the system to their benefit. Of course I kill vills, that's what I do. And I try to snipe each single vill. There is no time I can waste. I might lose conks. Which is fine. And now he's queuing mangonels. He's unperturbed. He's doing 2 siege workshops. Something is just not normal about this dude. I would be panicking having conks on my base. And this guy is just not flinching it. He's totally fine using the town center and the CA. I killed that vill. Now comes the mangonel. Boom! The counter to the rams. It seems he always knows what to do at the right time. And the lucky shot with the mangonel in spite of me killing the mangonel. I also kill CA. The engagements are kind of better for me because I have the scorpions. always goes back. He really is not losing a single cavalry unit to these scorpions. Ah, back. Of course, I'm not paying attention to that. And now look at the most like unfathomable kind of move. He's taking away all his villagers to this mine here. Why would you do that if you're a new player? Why? That's because you're smurfing. You're trying to get yourself some easy advantage of gold. He lost the mangonel. He still was able to shoot one time. And using the town center against my ram. Amazing. It's Byzantine, which means his buildings have stronger hit points. That does mean I cannot take down those buildings. And now this town center will go down. CA cannot attack my conquistadors. He tries to use the scouts against my battering rams, but to no avail because he loses the scouts. Now he loses the town center. This would be game over. You lose the town center and all the villagers you've lost, this would be game over in normal circumstances. No, it's not game over. He comes with a castle. Mr. Houdini is already capable of coming with a castle as a noob, a 900 elo player, and he's able to come up with this. What a clown. What a clown. I would not stay in a game like this. And you shouldn't, after all this. That's why I like to use those conks and this civ. It allows me to instantly root out those dirty accounts. And you say, oh, he's trying to defend himself. No, you're not trying. You're using a spreadsheet counter defense. Because if he's doing this, the chances are he did this thousands of times. And I tell you, everything here is too perfect for it to be credible. Cannot shoot with the mangonel, but he's using all his villagers to build that castle. He will build it eventually. I mean, he was having villagers on each side. I killed a few vills though. That was nice. With 18 villagers, he still thinks he can play the game. That's not a normal player. In my position, this would be a logical condition to resign. And I don't say out of cowardice or out of, oh, I don't want to fight. It's just impossible to fight with that kind of villager difference. 18 villagers versus 54. You just cannot fight. It's mathematically impossible. So if you stay in the game, it means, unless you're obviously stubborn and anti-smurf, you're a clown. Now 16 villagers, and he still continues to play like normal. And this is clown. And you know what he was up to? He thought that holding here this town center with his castle, he would be able to go fast Imperial Age, that he would trap my castle, and somehow he would Houdini me. He would make magic. Trying to bait my conks into the castle. Not that stupid. But I would get his mangonel. I would dive in, he runs with the mangonel, but now he lost the mangonel. Surely this guy knew he was over, but no, he kept fighting until the very last second of his breath. The game was over here. It was obvious when he started to lose so many villagers. but he was so stubborn, and I think that, yes, he was using a spreadsheet. I mean, why would you go forward? He thought that the gold alone would be enough to get himself up. That's not how it works. Well, either ways, I like to use my my tags because that's exactly what happens. I'll put Smurf tiers as well. Let's put Smurf tiers, like the Valley of Sorrow for Smurfs. Because if I am able to defeat a Smurf account, it is a victory in itself. Now we have Smurf teams. Let's see who we fight next time. The other way doesn't happen. I mean, that is a Smurf account. EE.
Servidor.
See?
Construir.
See? EE. Don't you understand? Don't you see?
Presto. Buscar. Servidor. Buscar. Sí. Buscar. Mande. Buscar.
Now this game is lost. Smurf account from Chile.
Sí. Buscar.
He's exploring with probably 2 or 3 capybaras at the same time. That's why you're seeing his score going up very fast. Besides the fact that he's obviously smurfing. For that, he's already reported because that's a smurf account. You use 2 E's. E. E. What is E? That's a smurf account.
Servidor. Buscar. Presto. Sí.
Buscar.
Servidor. Talar. Construir.
That's a long wood one, I think.
Mande. Buscar. Presto. Buscar. Mande.
Buscar. Pregrado. Construir.
Sí. Excavar. Servidor. Buscar. Presto.
Keep doing our stuff. This.
Mande.
Sí. Cazar.
Sí.
Talar. Presto. Agora. Voy. Degrado. Mande.
Cazar.
Servidor. Agladme. Agora. Sí. Mande. Degrado. Degrado. Cazar. Agora. Degrado. Cazar.
Yes.
Servidor.
Talar. Cazar. Agora. Agora.
Cazar. Servidor. Construir.
Like this.
Sí. Sí. Buscar. Construir.
I kind of avoid going on the game directory because people are they like to do make me believe talk.
Cazar. Mande. Agora. Cazar.
Servidora.
Cazar. Sí. Degrado. Agora.
Disgusting.
Degrado. Plasme. Mande. Presto. Agora. Cazar. Degrado. Cazar. Plasme.
Presto.
Degrado. Presto. Cazar. Agora. Degrado. Cazar. Agora. Cazar.
Clown.
Cazar.
¿Sí?
Degrado. Construir. Plasme. Degrado. Agora. Talar. Servidor.
Buscar.
Oh, I spot you.
Servidora.
You're a Smurf account from Chile. I'm completely unbothered by you.
Plasme. Construir. Sí. Degrado. Talar.
I bet it's funny, right?
Mande.
When the player who is
Construir.
not the Smurf is able to resist against the Smurf account.
¿Sí? Degrado. Construir. Mande. Plasme.
Of course,
Construir.
Mande.
he's going to come with a scout rush,
Construir. Degrado. Agora.
because that's what you do if you're a Smurf. You need to cancel your opponents. You cannot play under the same conditions.
Degrado.
You have to make sure that the opponent is cancelled.
Degrado. Talar.
Mande. ¿Sí? Agora.
Presto. Talar.
Servidora. Construir. Plasme. Construir. Mande. Degrado.
Servidor.
We need wood.
Presto. Mande. Agora. Talar. Servidor. Sí. Mande. Talar.
Agora. Construir. ¿Sí? Buscar. Construir. Servidora.
Presto. Construir.
Presta. Construir. Degrado. Construir.
Sí. Construir.
¿Sí? Agora.
Servidor. Construir.
Servidora.
90% chance that he's going for a scout rush.
Buscar. Sí. Construir.
This Smurf is completely obsessed. Probably paid to matchmakes our games.
Degrado. Construir.
¿Sí? Degrado.
It's ridiculous.
Servidor.
Obviously, I'm in trouble because if I'm facing a 2.90 clown,
Mande.
I cannot win the game.
Presto. Excavar.
Score difference checks.
Construir.
That's the third Smurf account in the session.
Presto. Construir. Mande. Servidor. Construir. Sí. Construir. Presto. Mande. Talar.
Mande.
Like, how absurd is this? Got you, Avil.
Servidora.
Scout rush. Again,
Remendar.
it only proves that what I say is true.
¿Sí?
These people need to come with a clutch, nothing else.
Talar.
Presto. Talarme. ¿Sí?
Servidor.
Mande. Talar. Construir.
Presto.
Sí, mande. Presto. Remandar. Servidor. Sí. Servidor. Ahora, remandar.
Scout rush and scout rush.
Presto. Voy. Remandar.
Mande. A ellos. Guerra. A ellos. Santiago. ¡Ey! A ellos. Guerra.
Servidora. Construir. Construir.
Mande. Talar. Sí. Remandar.
Mande. Servidora. Construir. Sí. Construir. Construir.
Servidor. Mande. Talar.
Yes, I might not have lost any. I might have lost my military units, but look at the HPs of all those scouts.
Mande.
It sure doesn't look well.
Servidora. Excavar.
Sí. Remandar.
Sí. Presta. Agora. Voy. Degradar. Mande.
Mande. Cultivar. Remandar. Presto. Talar.
Servidora. Cultivar. Construir.
Sí.
Mande. Agora. Remandar.
Presto. Degrado. Santiago. Mande. Agora. Degrado. Sí. Agora. Degrado. Agora. Degrado. A ellos. Mande. Agora. Degrado. Santiago. Presto. ¡Ey! Sí.
Your scouts are all weak.
Degrado. Construir.
Presto.
They're
Degrado.
weak.
Presto. Agora. Degrado. Construir.
Sí. Agora.
Sí. Voy. Construir. Servidor.
Mande. Degrado.
Sí. Degrado. Construir.
Sí. Mande. Agora.
He has not killed a single villager for me.
Mande. Presto. Servidor. Sí. Voy. Excavar.
Presto. Degrado. Mande. Agora.
Presto. Construir.
Sí.
Ahí.
Guerra. Presto. Voy. Santiago.
Oh,
Mande. Degrado.
forward barracks, huh?
Plazme. Sí. Construir.
What kind of non-smurf account would do this?
Servidora. Presta.
Ridiculous.
Mande. Presto. Agora. Santiago. Sí. Guerra. Presto. Guerra. Sí. Santiago. A ellos. Guerra. Mande. Presto.
Ridiculous.
Santiago. Mande. Degrado. Santiago. Sí. Voy. A ellos. Presto. Agora. Guerra. Mande. Guerra. Santiago. Sí. Mande. Santiago. A ellos. Guerra. A ellos. Presto. Degrado. Guerra. Santiago. A ellos. Sí. Presto. Agora.
Oh, if you're doing that.
Sí. Santiago. Mande. Santiago. Guerra. Sí. Degrado.
Servidor.
Sí. Degrado. Voy. Mande. Construir.
Presto. Degrado.
Construir. Mande. Degrado. Presto. Sí. Agora. Degrado. Presto. Mande. Degrado. Voy.
Of course, that's a trap.
Sí. Agora. Plazme.
Excavar. Construir. Presto. Agora. Mande. Degrado. Sí. Agora. Degrado. Voy. Agora. Voy. Presto. Sí. Degrado. Mande. Voy. Degrado. Agora. Sí. Degrado. Mande. Guerra.
Now you're screwed.
Presto. Sí. A ellos. Mande. Agora. Degrado. Presto. Mande. Voy. Sí. Degrado. Santiago. Agora. Voy. Degrado. Voy. Santiago. Agora. A ellos. Degrado. Guerra. Agora. Santiago. Presto. Agora. Guerra.
Mande.
Excavar.
Presto. Agora. Sí. Degrado. Presto. A ellos. Mande. Agora. Sí. Agora. Presto. Degrado. Mande. Degrado. Sí. Voy. Presto. Degrado. Mande. Agora. Sí. Degrado. A ellos.
Servidor.
Presto. Guerra. Mande. Degrado. Agora. Agora. A ellos. Degrado. Santiago. Sí. Presto.
Presto. Excavar. Agora.
You have to do this.
Degrado.
You know exactly what we need to do.
Mandé, degrado. Sí. Mandé, degrado. Sí.
Servidor.
Wow.
Agora. Sí.
Agora. Degrado. Construir.
Sí.
Presto.
Agora.
Presto. Construir. Mandé. Santiago. Degrado.
What the heck is this, my god?
Degrado.
Sí. Agora. A ellos. Degrado. Degrado. Agora. Mandé.
Plazme.
Let's do something a little bit different.
Construir. Sí. Voy.
Servidor.
Construir.
Presto.
Sí. Construir.
Mande.
Construir.
Servidor. Presto.
Construir.
Presto.
Degrado.
Sí. Mande. Sí.
Construir. Sí. Construir.
Mandé. Degrado. Agora. Degrado.
It's good. Let him come.
Mande.
Construir. Construir.
Servidor.
Construir. Construir.
Mande.
Construir.
Presto. Excavar.
Presto. Servidora.
Construir.
Servidor.
Bit of problems here.
Construir.
Always problems when you're fighting Smurf accounts.
Degrado. Voy. Agora. Sí. Presto.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Sí. Construir. Sí.
Double archery range.
Presto. Mandé. Sí.
Wow.
Presto. Degrado. Agora. Voy. Degrado. Agora.
Already a monastery.
Excavar.
My god, this... You know, it's going to be super clown.
Degrado. Sí. Mandé. Presto. Sí. Presto. Mandé. Degrado.
We keep producing and we keep doing those things.
Servidora.
By the way, this is
Construir.
important.
Presto. Sí. Degrado. Mandé. Agora. Degrado. Guerra. Degrado.
Yes.
Presto. Mandé. A ellos. Sí. Mandé. Degrado. 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 Presto. Degrado. A ellos. Sí. Agora. Guerra. Degrado. Santiago. Degrado. 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 Agora. Presto. Degrado. Degrado. Degrado.
Sí. Construir.
Mandé. Agora. Agora. Degrado. Degrado.
We keep fighting with everything we have.
Santiago. Degrado. Guerra. Degrado. A ellos. Sí. Degrado. Presto. Voy. Degrado. A ellos. Santiago. Mandé. A ellos. Santiago. Sí. Guerra.
GG, dude.
Degrado. Presto. Agora. Santiago. Mandé.
It's GG for you.
Sí. Degrado. Agora. Guerra. Degrado. Presto. Sí. Mandé. Santiago. Sí. Agora. A ellos. Presto. Mandé. Degrado. Sí. Degrado. A ellos. Degrado. Agora. Degrado. Agora. Santiago. Presto. Degrado. Agora. Mandé. Presto. Guerra. A ellos. Degrado. Guerra. Mandé. Degrado. Agora. Sí. Degrado. Degrado. Mandé. Agora.
Mande.
Yes, that.
Sí. Agora. Presto. Degrado. Santiago. Sí. Degrado. Mandé. De grado. Excavar. Agora. Construir.
Degrado. Degrado. Voy.
Sí. Construir.
Presta.
Presto. Voy. Mandé. Santiago. Degrado. Sí. Agora. Presto. Degrado. Mandé. Guerra. Sí. Degrado. Degrado. Mandé. Degrado. Agora. Sí. Santiago. Agora. A ellos. Voy. Guerra. Degrado. ¡Ey! Degrado. A ellos. Presto. Santiago. Servidor. Construir. Construir. Servidor. Construir. Presto. Construir. Sí. Construir. Mandé. Agora. Agora. Guerra. Degrado. A ellos. Sí. Santiago. Presto. Agora. Mandé. Agora. Guerra. Degrado. Sí. Agora. Presto. Degrado. Voy. Agora. Degrado. Santiago. Agora. Degrado. Agora. A ellos. Mandé.
Nice.
Sí, degrado. Plazme. Presto. Agora.
Presto. Mande.
Construir.
Servidora. Plazme. Degrado. Plazme.
Servidora. Construir.
Servidor.
Talar.
Presto. Construir. Sí. Construir. Sí. Degrado. Degrado. Sí. Guerra. Degrado.
Presta. Ahora. Mande. Excavar.
Presto. A ellos. Agora. Mande. Degrado. Guerra. Agora. Degrado. Sí. Agora. Degrado. Voy. Agora. Santiago. Degrado. Agora. ¡Ey! Voy. Degrado. Santiago. Agora. Voy. Guerra. Degrado. A ellos. Guerra. Voy. Degrado. Degrado. Santiago. Voy. Degrado. A ellos. Agora. ¡Ey!
That's bad for him.
Presto. Degrado. Agora. Degrado. Agora.
And now I'm going
Sí.
forward with something even nastier.
Construir. Sí. Construir. Voy. Construir.
Voy. Sí. Presto. Degrado. Mande. Plazme. Servidor.
Mande. Talar. Mande.
Presto.
That's a little bit desperate.
Sí. Santiago. Degrado.
Look at all the gold
Sí. Degrado.
he bought.
Construir. Mande.
Sí, agora. Plazme. Degrado.
Presta.
Mande. ¡Ey! Voy. A ellos. Degrado. Guerra. Degrado. Santiago. Presto. Voy. Degrado. A ellos. Voy. Guerra. Degrado. Degrado. Degrado.
Ah,
Sí. Degrado. Agora. Degrado. Presto. Agora. Presto. Degrado. Sí. Presto. Degrado. Degrado. Santiago. Degrado. Guerra. Degrado. Degrado. Santiago. Degrado.
disgusting piece of shit.
Mande. Guerra.
Sí.
Degrado.
Degrado. Excavar. Construir. Sí. Agora. Construir. Mande. Construir.
Servidor.
Mande. Degrado.
Sí.
Not done yet.
Sí.
Presta. Plazme. Construir. Mande. Degrado. Mande. Construir. Sí. Mande. Degrado. Presta. Servidor. Cultivar. Voy. Talar.
Servidora. Construir.
Sí. Degrado. Degrado.
There is something I'm missing.
Presta. Agora. Construir. Servidor. Sí.
Sí.
Mande. Construir. Construir.
Mande. Talar.
Servidor. Presto. Agora. A ellos. Degrado. Mande. Degrado.
He's massing armies somewhere.
A ellos. Degrado. Degrado. Guerra. Degrado. Santiago. Degrado. ¡Ey! Degrado. Guerra. Degrado. A ellos. Degrado. ¡Ey! Degrado. Santiago. Degrado. A ellos. Agora. Santiago. Degrado. Guerra. Presto. Agora. ¡Ey! Agora. A ellos. Degrado. ¡Ey! Degrado. Guerra. Degrado. Santiago, degrado. Guerra, agora. Degrado. Santiago, agora. Degrado. A ellos, agora. Degrado. Agora, Santiago. Sí, degrado. A ellos, degrado. Guerra.
Smurf defeated. 2 Smurfs defeated in a row. There you go. Chilean Smurf defeated. Oh, really? He was not expecting this. We have Smurf tiers. Oh, another Smurf defeat. Smurf defeated. This is good. We got 2 Smurfs defeated today. You know what I will do? I will post this. And that's going to be our video where we defeated 2 Smurf accounts. There you go. Now you're seeing a Smurf defeated. Again, we have 2 Smurfs who have been defeated. And by Smurf, I mean people who are creating accounts on the lower elos to purposefully um, rig matches and match outcomes to force a player to be the loser and force themselves to be the winner. I'll be replaying this match and then I will probably stop the session and document this for YouTube purposes because you know it's important to check the dirty players, and today I fought at least 4 of them and defeated 2 of those. This is definitely a Smurf account. I mean, he came fast. Look at the feudal age time and you'll see that something didn't went well for him. We will replay it again. Because these people always act in denial. They always make their question marks in chat. What is a Smurf? What is a... Yeah. Let me check, like, what is a dumb person? What is an idiot? They might not know the answer for that question. That's me. That's not him. Let's put on his POV, excuse me. By default, game start on my POV. That's his POV. And let's see Mr. 2.9k main account being defeated by me. And let's see the main accounts in Chile. Chile main accounts. There you go. I have already those accounts from Chile. And you can see that, poof. If I put the rating, there are 2.6k players. So it could be any of those. You know, 2000 euro accounts. Anybody was using his trolling account to matchmake against me. They're using different accounts. It's the player who plays that main account, but they're just using different alternate accounts that they create at 1000 ELO, at 900 ELO, 800 ELO, you name it. Look how obsessed he is with the exploration, this clown. We have Smurf tiers, by the way. Not mine. Because generally, when I win and I force Smurf tiers, you pretend that I have not won. Sometimes a few people pretend that. They only watch me when I'm defeated. When I defeat, they look the other way. They pretend as if it didn't happen. But it did. And that's exactly why I'm showing this to you. My harassment with conquistadors was very good. But it was enough to show that he was smurfing. He came forward to make a forward barracks with a villager. He didn't mind going with a forward villager. He was either too stubborn or he knew that those kinds of things usually work. And he also was clowning me with that villager, you know, walling himself so that I could not kill the villager. But I found a way to kill that villager in spite of that. Force dropping food into the town center. You might not know what is force dropping. It means that your villager is gathering food until a certain amount, normally. But when you force drop, it means you do not wait for the villager to get until that maximum amount of food capacity you can get. So let's say if the maximum amount of food capacity is 35, before your villager is 35, so let's say if the food capacity of the villager is 20 already, you drop that food into the town center. And you do it for several reasons, because you want to get that food for your villagers, and maybe you want some extra efficiency. The Smurf hammer has been going strong today, extremely strong, because that's 2 accounts I have defeated. 2 in this session. $17 plus 1 pop cap. That's the spreadsheet of a scout rush. I think I'll switch to team games after this. We'll do a break, yeah, and after break time I will be doing team games. Oh, look at this. This clown already trying to block me the boar. This is not something a 900 EL player is supposed to do. Now this guy's an imposter. Smurf. Instant spot, he's blocking the boar's path. Like, we call this support, it could be tapir, it could be whatever, but he thought that he denied my boar, but he didn't. I'll quickly move this scout away from the boar. As soon as the scout is near the line from my town center, in the line of fire from my town center, he quickly moves it away. He doesn't waste a single second. And what kind of micro nerd dude is able to instantly put his scout away from the town center's line of fire in less than 2 seconds? A pro player. His reflexes are not better than the person. He's just more trained. It sure stings when the Smurf is not able to do those things and he loses against a non-Smurf account. A dude that is spending 15 or 20 plus years of his life always doing these spreadsheets to cancel players. I come online and sometimes, boom, I finish these guys. I don't have the 10 or 15 plus experience. I'm not interested in that kind of thing. I just decided to come online with 2 or 3 years, and boom, I take them down. All their 15 or 10 plus years investments in this, what for? You make them look like ridicule. That's exactly what they deserve because they're match fixing other people's games. They're not allowing for other people with competent skill or talent to rise. And for me, that's the definition of a piece of shit, an insecure piece of shit. And he's also pushing with ostriches, very typical for a 900-year-old player. Yeah. I do it for other reasons. That's because if I'm facing the Smurfs, I also need to have some extra tools. And naturally, he's still open. You know, he's the aggressive player. He was first to feudal, so he thinks I'm going scouts. That's it. And what I did is I had to act defensive. If you're the player who comes later to feudal, you're forced to do defensive walls generally. If they tell you otherwise, don't believe it. I win my games like that. If the other dude goes faster than me in feudal age because he's just a clutch presser, I just do my walls. Might have got all the ostriches, but later on he will suffer. Very obsessed in getting all the ostriches for extra food. But there is a good thing about me. I was farming. I was farming, I went for the berries, and in a way I think I would deplete these berries faster than him. Well, maybe not. But he did, you know, the fact that he was doing all these scouts, it meant that he had less food. My food stockpile was obviously higher because of that. This is something I like to do. I kill that villager. 26, you see. Boom. He was unable to kill a single of my villagers, and I already had killed one of his villagers without doing a scout rush. That's skill. Yeah, he's going for the ostriches, but he already has lost a villager. You know, it's not that good early on if you're already losing a villager and you've committed so much into your scouts. Yeah, you killed a spear, you killed the scout, but you know, if you're not able to get into my base and kill a single villager, that's a waste for you. And I obviously have the lead in terms of food. That's the point. I cannot go castle age faster if I do not have food lead. Even if he catches up, it's not going to be enough. And here I did a very smart thing. Instead of attacking just a single scout, they all have their HPs diminished to 1/5 or 2/5. Basically 20% or less. Still unable to get in. And now I'm going Castle Age at a point in time. He's ahead in food now. Wow. Now he would lose his scouts. And the thing is, I have more villagers than him, so I don't mind if I have less food. Okay, he managed to save his scouts, but what for? Those scouts have no HPs left. 2 or 3 spears killed them easily. This is a destroy the tap group. It's what is worse, to lose 1 scout and have 4 HPs, excuse me, 4 scouts in a group of 5 with all their HPs, or to maintain all your 5 scouts with literally just 5 HPs. I think the second option is much worse. Look at that. 2 spears. He knows that he cannot fight me with 3 spears like that. Now, he was very, very clever with this kind of move. Unfortunately. Yeah. Again, a low elo player is capable of doing these things normally, right? Pathetic. And no wonder that they hate me when I expose these things. Because I'm telling you that these guys are not who they claim to be. These guys are trolls. Right, getting up men-at-arms against my own spearmen, meaning that I could not fight that. I'll be doing break after this, and we'll be playing team games then for the remainder of the session. Well, 2, at least 2, I think. When I say 2 team games, I obviously do not mean 2 clown team games where we have match fixers and resigners on game start. I will try to see that. And if by some circumstance we only get that type of games, well, after a certain amount of time, of course, I will Alt F4. Lost a vill. Again, the second villager he lost. And these are the villagers I have. Already a 3+ vill lead compared to him. I'm a little bit ahead than him in terms of castle each time. And going for archers, why not? If he was doing men-at-arms, I think the counter for that would be archers. In feudal. Might send his scouts forward, but they don't have the right HPs to attack. They cannot do any harm. No way. I'm castle HP for him. In a way, that is bad for him. I did a castle then, close to his barracks. I wanted to see what he was up to. If I had done a castle on this hill, it would be a bad decision. Because he already had military and I could not shield my villagers. I had to kind of ambush him behind. And I would do that. Ha! Now he panics. He sees my castle and he's panicking. He thinks he's going to take my castle down. No. No, he would not take my castle down. Unlucky for him. Because now I can secure the stone, and if he was thinking of doing a forward castle drop, it will no longer work. Yeah, he had deleted those structures. And he loses the barracks. I did collect some 3 relics, I think, in this map, but you know, relic wars became irrelevant as he was not able to come to his massive knights. The Lithuanian player usually would do a massive knights, with their +4 attack or +6, depending on how many relics and upgrades you get. No conversions for him. He needed to heal the scouts, but you know, scouts are going to be useless against my castle age units. Here he has some army, but this is like a recycled army. No, it does not have the same value. Killing Vils. Boom. Losing scouts. Again, you just cannot clown your way with scouts in Castle Age. Not against knights. Losing those units. My knights are out and they're cleaning everything. Even if he's doing pikes, already he's losing value with that skirmisher, with the skirmisher army. The food and the wood he invested there is gone. I'm keeping my conks. Any monks that come out, I can snipe them, and here he's open. That was a mistake from this Smurf. Now I take my revenge. You like to clown on people like me? Get some justice now. Bang! Bang, match fixer. That's what I do. I shoot those match fixers, kind of, in-game. Boom! Why that villager was match fixing games? I mean, next time he understands that's not a good thing to do. Bang! Firing squad. Bang! Anti-smurf policy. Bang! Bang! Cleaning the cockroaches. You're getting rid of these pests. I don't feel a bit sorry about this guy, because if he's playing on these heroes to match fix other players, he deserves this. Haha, he would not get my knight. And I continue to kill Vils unharmed. He's unable to farm. In a way, that's good. That's exactly what I wanted. Kind of horrible for him, right? Yes, he's getting wood, but no farming, no gold. So how can he produce knights if I don't let him produce knights? If I don't let him have the food and the gold to make those knights? Well, no wonder, it's impossible. Yes, he kills that thing, but I'm having such a huge value with this economical harassment. He's unable to farm. This is a big win for me. Yeah, he walled this, so smart. I mean, he had to do it. But he's still unable to get gold. And here I think I cleaned a few more villagers, right? At least I killed one or two. I killed one. Because I know that I killed that one. See? One less. And I think I also killed those villagers on the north. Because I went there. Yeah, I went there because I knew the two monasteries. I would be attacking him. He was lucky here because if I had spotted this town center earlier, I would have dealt even more damage. That villager escaped. But now, these villagers will die. Boom. I killed a few. 42 villagers. Meanwhile, my villager counts 62. Game was over. That's the only way to play against these little rats. Desperately trying to farm outside. Now he's going to lose villagers who are gold mining. Kill that monk. Not good. He's unable to get a single relic and he already has lost so much gold. Yes, he will get a conch. He will get a conquistador. But he will lose the monk. Fortunately here some micro is able to kill all my army. You know, it's Houdini. But Houdini cannot do things. He cannot change the direction of the game. He can be Houdini, but he's not that Houdini. This magician has limits. Trying to desperately boom. Here with the siege workshop and everything. Now he thinks he's going full aggressive. But I already have such a lead that it's going to be impossible for him. You know, that's exactly why I was using the conks. Interestingly, he did the bloodlines upgrade. And also, now he's doing the armor upgrade. Getting a relic. Oh, Imperial Age. How are you going to go Imperial Age if you're only starting to boom? I also have conks. Kill the conk you converted. He got a relic. No, he didn't. He decided to heal the knights with that monk. Now that was such a bad decision. Now look at what's happening here. He's going to lose the monk, the knights, and he's also going to lose the mangonel. That's a disaster play for him. Of course, he resigned. I mean, next time you decide to troll players, you know that it might not go that well. Next time you come here with your forward barracks and your little shenanigans, you know that if you face me, you might not have it your way. You won't have your cake and eat it. And there were 0 relics this guy collected. He collected 0 relics. I collected at least 2 or 3. Where's the relic site? Relics 3. You got 0 relics. I got 3 relics. Now, the relic thing is not a small detail because for each relic, you get +1 attack, melee attack to your knights. So yeah, 3 times in a row you lost that. You could still get 2 relics, which is kind of okay. With 2 relics, Lithuanians can play just like Franks. I think 2 relics is the standard. Right? I think, yeah, it is. But if you get more than 2 relics, it becomes dangerous. Now, it's going to be break time or team game time, whatever I think. I will stop the session here and we'll upload this content for YouTube because you know, to track down those bad accounts and why it's impossible to fight in the lows I am. We need to give evidence for that. Anyway, I'm done for now. See ya.